Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another tag video, and I wasn't tagged to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it's the Disney book tag. I love Disney and I couldn't resist not doing this tag. So I'm gonna do it for you, even though I wasn't tagged. Two of my most favorite things ever, Disney and books. This tag was originally created by Kat from Catty-tastic, so I will link the original video down below. For this tag, I'm going to be assigning some of my favorite books and book characters to some classic amazing Disney films. So let's just get started, shall we? Question number 1 is Little Mermaid. Name a character that is out of their element or a fish out of water. For this one, I chose Ethan from the Beautiful Creatures series by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. Ethan is just an everyday, average, all-American Southern boy who meets a girl one day and gets swept up into a world that he knows absolutely nothing about and doesn't belong in, is completely useless in. Basically, he spends a whole bunch of the series being in the way, being useless, being kidnapped, used as bait. He's just a normal human boy in a cast of role. And question number 2 is Snow White. Pick a book with an eclectic cast of characters. For this one, I chose the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan. Not only throughout the series do you read from 9 different points of view, but you also have all the different gods and goddesses and mythological creatures. There's so many different people and mythological creatures in this book. Plus, there are 7 demigods, just like 7 dwarves. And there's the prophecy of 7, so it's got that going for it too. Question number 3, Sleeping Beauty, a book that puts you to sleep. The Voyage of Dawn Treader by C.S. Lewis. This book is just boring. I've mentioned this book before, that I've started it 4 times. I have not succeeded in finishing it yet. Question number 4, The Lion King. Name a character that had something traumatic happen to them in their childhood. This one was so hard. I mean, it's so hard to find a book with a character who had a traumatic childhood. I mean, it's just such a rare thing in literature, right? For this one, I went with Katniss from the Hunger Games. Basically, her entire life is traumatic. From losing her father as a small child and living in poverty to being chosen to participate in the Hunger Games. And everything that happens after that, this poor 17-year-old girl has a very traumatic life. The Hunger Games basically just turns a bunch of children into murderers. That's pretty traumatic if you ask me. Question number 5, Beauty and the Beast. Name a book that was a beast of a book. A book that was very intimidating when you first looked at it, but then once reading it, found it to be wonderful and beautiful. For this one, I could choose something like Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin or Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson if I had actually read them, but they're still intimidating me, which is why I still have not yet read them. We're still at the intimidation part. For this one, I chose Host by Stephanie Meyer. This is a pretty big old book. When this book came out, when I read this in like high school, this was a really big book. It was scary. I really enjoyed this book. It was so good. It's so much better than Twilight. I mean, I wish that this series was her like big series because this book is fantastic. It's wonderful and I love it so very much. Question number 6, Mulan. Name a character that is pretending to be something that they're not. For this one, I chose every character from The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. Everyone is lying about who everyone is. Everyone's in hiding. Everyone's pretending to be someone that they're not. And I mean, it's really why it's called The Kiss of Deception, because it's all about being deceiving. And if you've read this, you know all of the deceit, all of the lies. Everyone's pretending to be someone that they're not. Everyone. You can't trust a single soul. Don't trust anyone. Question number 7, Hercules, a book that inspired you to be a stronger human. For this one, I didn't really pick a book that inspired me to be a stronger human, but I picked a book that really inspired me to go out and seize life. Carpe diem my life away is basically how I took this question. For this one, I chose Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. This book made me want to just go out there and just seize life and just do everything I've ever wanted to do and just not hold back and just make a bucket list and do everything on the bucket list. It made me want to just accomplish and be worldly and travel, and this book made me want to be something more than what I already am. It inspired me to carpe diem my life away. Question number 8, A book that, given the cover and title, you have no idea what it's about, but once you've read it, find out that you actually really like it. This one I picked a book that I actually haven't read yet, but based on the cover and the title, it doesn't tell you anything about the book. This one I chose Landline by Rainbow Rowell because this cover and this title tells me nothing. There's a phone on it. This tells you absolutely nothing about the story. It's by Rainbow Rowell, so it's probably going to be good because everybody likes her. You look at the posters for Up and you're like, what on earth is that? What is that about? And you watch it and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the saddest, most heart-wrenching, touching movie I've ever seen in my entire life. Question number 9, Frozen. My favorite Disney movie of all time. A pair of book siblings that you love. Now for this one, I went with the very first pair of book siblings that came to mind, and that was Fred and George Weasley from the Harry Potter series. They're just the best book siblings. They're twins, and they're pranksters, and they finish each other's sentences, and who doesn't love Fred and George? I love my ginger twins. Question number 10, Toy Story. Name a book with characters that you wish would just come to life already. For this one, I chose all of the characters from the Mortal Instruments series. I want to be a shadow hunter more than anything else in the entire world. If I could be part of any book universe, I would want to be a shadow hunter. Ooh, cast me in the TV series because then I can pretend that I'm part of this world, right? Question number 11 is Cinderella. Name a character that goes through a major transformation. This one I chose Tally Youngblood from the Ugly series because she literally goes through a billion transformations. Tally in book 1 is absolutely nothing like Tally in book 3. Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, this girl goes through so many transformations, and they're not minor. They're like major hardcore transformations. Cinderella on steroids. Question number 12 is Disney's Descendants. Name your favorite villain or morally ambiguous character. For this one, I chose Lavanna from the Lunar Chronicles because I freaking love Lavanna. She's so twisted and cruel and sadistic and creepy, but yet she's like so intelligent and calculating. I don't know. I just really like her. At this moment, my favorite villain. I cannot wait to see where the series goes with Winter and see exactly what goes down with her because it's gonna be just, it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be just so epic. And this is a fairy tale retelling, so that works out perfectly too. I didn't even plan that. She's based off of the evil queen from Snow White. And that was it. That was the Disney book tag. What is your favorite Disney movie? Mine's Frozen. My favorite, as a child, my favorite Disney movie was probably Dumbo. I watched Dumbo on repeat. Now being an adult watching Dumbo, going back and watching Dumbo, that movie is extremely sad. I don't know why I was so obsessed with it as a child, because I loved animals and it was all about elephants. That's exactly why I was obsessed with it. Fox and the Hound, Lion King, anything with animals, I loved. I watched Little Mermaid purely for the fish. Pocahontas. I loved Pocahontas because of the raccoon. Miko. Not because of any of the actual like princessy stuff in it. Nope, just the animals. But tell me what your favorite Disney movie is down below, and if you want to do this tag, I tag you to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I will talk to you guys really soon. Bye! Hello, internet friends, peeps, shmeeps. Oh, Do you see like my t-shirt? I dressed appropriately for the video. Why do I always have to do all these weird things with my hands? Just put them down. Put them down. No one wants to see you flail your arms like this. What are you doing with your hands? I don't even know. There's just like spots on me from my blinds. That's annoying. Nah. Thank you so much for coming back. Oh my gosh. Quit being such a freaking weirdo. Just sit down and talk. Jeez Louise. I don't like how I'm doing any of these. Oh. Eighth time is like the charm, right? Right? Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hi. It'll be creepy up in here today, I see. So for this tag, I am I'm struggling so hardcore today. I'm so struggling. So for this tag, I am going to be associating different books or characters to some of my favorite, well, not my favorite because I didn't create this tag. I haven't sat down to film in a really long time, and it's obvious. It is obvious. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Channel. Nah. Oh my god. This tag was originally created by Caddy from Caddy-tastic. Caddy, right? This challenge is done. So let's get started before I continue to sound like a complete and utter idiot, because apparently English is not my first language today. Stupidity is. Or idiocy. Idiot. Oh. Question number 2 is Snow White. Pick a book, and this one is... Question number 2, Snow White. Pick a book with an eclectic class... Question number 5, Beauty in the Book. Beauty in the Book. Thank you for alerting me. You done? This one I chose Queen Lavanna from the Lunar Chronicles. And that was the Busney? What? And that was it. That was the what is with the what is the Busney? What's that twice now? This was just a cluster of a video. And until next time, I will talk. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, if you've gotten through this whole video, I give you props, because this is just a disaster, because I don't know what I'm doing today. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if my brain's in my head. Is it? It might not be. It might have leaked out my ears. Oh my god. Oh, I need to be done.